Chapter 17. Invincible Vajra. You have been killed by the goo corpse, Yawn Energy +1. You have absorbed power from death and obtained 1 freedom attribute points. Ding, congratulations on being killed by a new target. You meet the motivation conditions. The lottery subsystem has been activated. If you kill the target within the specified time, you will be rewarded with 1 chance to draw the lottery. Ding. You have been killed more than 30 times by physical attacks. You have awakened Invincible Vajra. The strength of your skin, flesh, and bone have increased by an additional 30 points. The expected reward appeared. It was the Invincible Vajra ability that all martial arts practitioners dream of achieving. A layer of golden luster appeared on Sanchi's skin. The density of his bones increased, making him invulnerable. When the dog's mouth bit down again, with a crack, its teeth were broken. Sanchi looked at the dead dog with broken teeth and was on the brink of tears. Why did he awaken such an indestructible ability? Even a dog couldn't bite him now. How will he dino? Your F*** Kingusless depressed, he threw a punch. With a bang, the dog was sent flying and smashed into the tree trunk, turning into a pile of flesh and bones. Ding, congratulations on killing the target of death. You are rewarded with 1 chance to draw the lottery. As the system notification sounded, the dog's internal organs flowed out. There were dense black worms squirming crazily inside, causing Sanchi to almost vomit. FCK. Sanchi was extremely disgusted and hurriedly retreated. He then realized that there was also a black worm on his neck that was biting him. It was probably left behind when the dog's teeth broke. It seemed to want to enter his body and find a new host. However, his skin was too thick, hence the bugs could not do anything to him. Other than being disgusting, the worms posed no danger. He held back his disdain and pulled the insect down. He took a look and felt that it was too king eye-piercing to look at. Could it be that this is the thing that killed dogs and then still got up to attack the people? Sanchi crushed it to death and tore a piece of cloth to wipe away the dirty thing. Sighed. Courting death is such a hard job. I even have to endure such a dirty thing. He sighed in his heart and opened the system interface to look. Race: Human. Spirit: 28.0. Physique: 40.4. Comprehension: 21.4. Talent: Fire Spirit Root, Innate Divine Strength, Da Heart Illumination, Invincible Vajra. Ability: Iron Sand Palm Beginner. Energy: Yawn Energy 37, Genuine Chi 4. Freedom Attribute Points: 18. Lottery Chance: 2. If my physique doesn't increase, it means my defense will increase. Sanchi looked at the Invincible Vajra. Apart from being happy, he was also a little depressed. His defense had doubled. Even dogs can't bite him anymore. Roar. Another dog appeared at the entrance to the grove. However, Sanchi was no longer interested. What couldn't kill him had no value to him. Instead, it disgusted him. This thing is called a goo corpse by the system. Are the worms inside the corpse the so-called goo? Sanchi guessed. Tan ignored the dog. If the other party dared to rush over, he would break its neck. Swoosh! A spear flew out from the side and stabbed the dog's head into the ground. Young master, are you alright? Big Smart jumped in from outside, holding a few wooden spears. Sanchi shook his head. I'm fine. Why didn't I see you just now? Something happened to the old gatekeeper's corpse just now. Old Jia and I spent a lot of effort to clean it up. Before we could rest, we heard that something happened here. Big Smart sighed. This strange thing is very troublesome. There's something called a goo inside. You can't get too close when you kill it. Otherwise, if the goo enters your body, you'll become like the old gatekeeper. Goo. This was the first time Sanchi had heard this from someone else. Yet, Big Smart walked over with a spear. There's an existence called Goo Master in the martial arts world. They use goo as a method and/or impossible to defend against. As he sighed, he caught a glimpse of the shattered corpse and was stunned. Who killed this? An expert killed him. Let's go. Sanchi did not want to reveal his abilities for the time being. You still have to teach me martial arts. Don't delay that. All right. Big Smart glanced at the dog whose neck had been broken and could not help but look at Sanchi again. Then, he shook his head secretly. It can't be the young master. This strength is not something ordinary people have. Sanchi started to draw the lottery as he walked. In the original lottery wheel, there were only 11 items left. The probability of getting what he wanted had increased. Once, after Sanshi started the lottery, he did not look at the results. In his opinion, it was all random anyway. It didn't matter whether he looked at it or not. Ding, congratulations on obtaining the Khanate pill. The system notification appeared. Sanshi was a little disappointed by the results. This was a treasure that could help postnatal martial artists break through to the Khanate realm. The problem was that he had to reach the perfected postnatal realm state before it was suitable to be consumed. Even if it was considered useful to him, it would not be useful now. Why did you give me the Khanate pill? I haven't cultivated for that long yet. Sanshi was not dissatisfied and started drawing again. This time, he drew the question mark segment. Ding, congratulations on drawing Phantom Steps. Phantom Steps, top-notch movement technique. After cultivating it, it can create illusions, making it difficult for people to determine the user's location. Sanshi's face darkened. Why couldn't he get a cultivation technique? He was probably unlucky. I can only continue to cultivate the iron sand palm. The power of this palm technique should not be bad. He thought helplessly and looked at Big Smart. What martial arts do you want to teach me? It's a simple breathing technique. Young master, you've never cultivated it before, nor have you built a foundation. Learn to breathe first and familiarize yourself with the essence qi circulation in your body. After gradual progress, you can consider cultivating essence into qi and condensing your genuine qi with your internal strength cultivation technique. Big Smart said, young master, don't think that breathing is useless. It's the foundation of internal energy. Go on. Sanshi was not in a hurry to teach him internal strength techniques. The basic knowledge of martial arts was more important. The first step is to familiarize yourself with the meridians and acupuncture points of the body, and grasp the circulation pattern of the qi and blood in the body. Then, you will follow the circulation pattern of the qi and blood and adjust the qi and blood in the body. It can continuously strengthen the body and make the body immune to all diseases. Big Smart explained a principle of cultivation which followed the rules of the body step by step. Sanshi understood immediately and nodded. Understood. What should I pay attention to if I cultivate internal strength cultivation techniques? The internal strength cultivation method is much more radical. Big Smart introduced. The simple breathing exercise follows the pattern of the body's natural blood and qi circulation, whereas the internal strength cultivation method is to forcefully mobilize the blood and qi to circulate according to a specific route and then store it in the danshan to condense genuine qi. Because of this, the risk is very high. This I understand. Sanshi agreed deeply. As someone who had died 10 times while cultivating internal strength, he knew better than anyone how dangerous it was. That's right, blood and qi contain essence qi. These are derived from the human body's vitality and there is only a limited amount. Being forced to change its trajectory will definitely affect the body. At best, the blood and qi will only cause chaos by causing illness. However, in the worst case scenario, one may become crippled or even die on the spot. Big Smart said seriously, even if our cultivation goes smoothly, there will be problems if we don't replenish the essence qi in our bodies in time. This is also the reason for the saying the poor study, while the rich practice martial arts, and it's also the biggest reason why we rely on the San family. It's only within a faction that we can have fresh meat, animal blood and medicinal herbs to replenish our bodies and meet our body's needs for martial arts. Understood. Rice is the substance of life, Sanshi understood. That's right, if not for cultivation resources, I would be happier if I were free. Big Smart sighed. Of course, there are bad things about being free. One is that it's dangerous. If you encounter trouble, you can only rely on yourself. The other is that you will lack sufficient interactions with others and chances to meet with new teachers. You have to rely on yourself to figure out how to learn new martial arts. If I cultivate genuine qi, will I also suffer from qi deviation? Sanshi asked what he wanted to know. Read latest chapters at wuxia-world.site only. Of course, internal strength cultivation is like walking on thin ice. There can't be any mistakes. Otherwise, if the genuine qi circulation is too fast or took the wrong path, it will be fatal. Sometimes, the higher one's cultivation level is, the more terrifying the qi deviation will be. If one is not careful, they will lose their life. Big Smart said with certainty, as expected. San Shi knew that what he had discovered was correct, so he was in a good mood. This was because, in the future, he could continue to make mistakes according to this principle and deliberately die from chi deviation.